On Passover, we celebrate our freedom from the slavery of Egypt. But we find that there was two steps in the process of our freedom. One was the exodus of Egypt, and the second was receiving the Torah and the mitzvos 50 days later on Mount Sinai. As the verse says, "Let my people go, and they will serve me." But why was it necessary to get the Torah in order for us to achieve freedom? Why couldn't we just be released from Egypt? And the answer is a human being needs not only physical freedom, but spiritual freedom. So what is the definition of freedom? The definition of freedom means the ability of one to actualize its full potential. So for a flower to be free, it means to be planted in the ground, to have good soil, water, and sunlight. And then the flower grows into a beautiful flower. That's freedom for the flower. But if you stick an animal in the ground, even if you feed it, that's not freedom for an animal. An animal needs to be mobile, run around. But if you take a human being and you allow it to run around and you give it all its food that it needs, that's not freedom for a human being, because a human being has intelligence and capabilities and talents, and freedom for a human being means to grow in wisdom and knowledge and use your talents to create and to produce. What is freedom for the godly soul? Freedom for the godly soul means to be attached to God. And that's accomplished only through the Torah and mitzvot that God gave us. The Torah and the mitzvot are the tools for our soul to attach itself to God. When we study the Torah and we bring light into the world, we attach ourselves to the light of God, and it gives us the greatest sense of meaning. So if a person says, freedom for me means that I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, that's not freedom for a human being. That's freedom for an animal. Freedom for a human being means that you work very hard to maximize all your God-given potentials to create and do beautiful things in the world. And for a soul, freedom for the godly soul is to attach itself to the light of God through the Torah and the mitzvot. Have a very good Pesach.